Just waiting.
Hi.
Can I text while I'm here?
Can you text?
Text while I'm here?
I would rather you didn't text.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's an unusual request. Huh?
Well, it's not. It's just annoying.
Oh, I don't know.
Walking around.
Yeah, texting versus speak. Yeah, I don't. I'd have to really ponder that. Because in court we're like, put your cell phones away. I think that's kind of standard, right? Keep it universal, consistent. I don't know. All right. Could I start, y'all? Ready to start?
Yes.
Is that okay? Yes. Everybody? System on, video, name, here we go. Good morning, everyone. Can you hear me? No.
Good morning, Judge. Yes, we can.
Fantastic. Nice to see you. How have you been?
Doing well, Judge. Thanks for asking.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Well, it's nice to be back. And first of all, to everyone, good morning. I'm Judge Ginger Lerner Wren. We're going to do some first appearance and magistrate proceedings this morning. When you hear your name, please come forward and just remember, if you would, that this is a very, very limited hearing, and I'm just going to be giving you some very basic information at the very beginning of a process, correct? So I just want to make sure everyone understands that. And as you hear your name, please come forward. And I'm going to start with Leona Amanda Dennis.
That'd be North Broward, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Come on in, Miss.
Good morning. Good morning, Deputy.
Good morning. We got a full house.
I know. Miss Dennis, good morning, ma'am. And you have been quiet, please. I can't hear. You have been arrested on 2 counts of domestic violence, battery. I did find probable cause. I would set bonds at $500 on each count. I'm ordering no contact, direct or indirect, with the alleged victim in this case, okay?
Okay.
Thank you very much.
I have a question to ask you.
Sure.
If they pay the $1,000 in the bond, I could get out?
Yes. If you post your bond, absolutely.
Now, what if I can't come up with a 1,000?
All right.
How do I get out?
Just do your best. Thank you very much. All right. Thank you. I need to move on. Christy Padilla.
Ms. Padilla's here at Main Jail, Judge. She's approaching.
Excellent.
Come on up, ma'am.
Good morning.
Morning.
And ma'am, you have been arrested on 1 count of violation of a injunction, domestic violence. I did find probable cause. I'm setting bond, just listen for a second, please. I'm setting bond at $1,000. I'm also going to be ordering pretrial release with electronic monitoring, no contact, direct, indirect, with the alleged victim, and you need to comply with all terms of the underlying protective order. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Sure. I'm sorry. I'll sign, sure. I just didn't see it. I'm sorry. Gina, is it Ceruzio? C-I-U-Z-I-O.
She's approaching. She's here at Main.
Thank you. And ma'am, good morning. And you have been arrested on 1 count of domestic violence battery. I have reviewed the arrest affidavit. I do find probable cause. Your bond is set at $500. I'm ordering no contact, direct, indirect, with the alleged victim. Thank you.
Judge, quickly, just 2 requests.
Yes, sir.
Would you sign an order allowing us to photograph Ms. Cuzio's injuries?
I would.
And the second request is, my understanding is the alleged victim is her husband.
Yes.
They do share 3 children in common, ages 6, 2, and 10 months old. She's a stay-at-home mom.
I see.
Could you allow for purposes of arranging child visitation through a third party, limited contact as to that specific purpose?
You know, I was kind of thinking I mean, I don't want to, I was wondering whether or not there may be family here this morning to assist with this process, but, nobody's here at this juncture. I don't have any objection to that. And I would also imagine, and I would have been open to a no harmful contact. Do you see what I'm saying? But I was kind of hoping, that maybe the alleged victim might give some input, but we didn't hear from the alleged victim. So I didn't make that call without that input.
Right.
So I just wanted to kind of share that with you, what I was thinking about the entire totality of all of that.
I understand the court's concerns, and I understand without family members to testify or
Yeah, there
anything
was
like that.
nobody
I
here.
understand. That's why the only request I was going to ask is for just that specific reason to allow for child visitation, since she is a stay-at-home mom, just arrange through a third person.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Thank you, Judge. My
So
colleague will
who's gonna
prepare it
draft-
for a short order.
Okay, Mr. Hodges will prepare that? All right.
Yes, Your Honor.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Alisa Diana Carmen.
Paul Ryan, Judge.
Thank you. Hi, Miss Carmen.
Hi.
Good morning. Miss
Good morning.
Carmen,
How you
first of all,
doing?
there's somebody here on your behalf. I'm just going to ask everybody, please don't talk about any facts or anything like that. And first of all, you have been arrested on one count of domestic violence battery. I did find probable cause. I did set bond at $500. I'm ordering no contact, direct or indirect, with the alleged victim. And who are you, sir?
My father-in-law and my son and her were arrested.
Both.
Correct.
Both. Mutual arrests.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
4 children.
Okay. Oh, okay. So let's, who, can I just ask a question? Counsel, State, do you have any objection? Who is the other party?
It is
No, what's the name?
Alexander
Alex
Carmen.
Carmen.
He's on the,
He's on the docket.
a few down.
A few, how many? And
Maybe
where
five,
is he?
5 or 6. He's physically.
He's here present, Judge.
I'm sorry?
Mr. Carmen's here?
Where, in Maine?
Correct, Judge.
Let me just see who that is. Okay, thank you. Okay, and I'm just looking for his affidavit. Give me 1 second. While I'm doing that, State, do you mind, can you see if in either one, are there any prior related?
I don't have any local priors for
on either one of them?
party now.
Judge, Mr. Carmen is here at Maine, and he declined to serve as public defender.
This is
advised he can hire
Alexander
private
Lloyd
counsel.
Carmen?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's a
He declined to
serious
serve public defender.
allegation. Very serious allegation, just for the record.
In Your Honor, to be in full candor and fairness, based on what the officer's written here, I think the court should only find PC for battery because the officer acknowledges, according to the alleged victim, her breathing was not impeded. And if it's not impeded, then it can't be. It has to be impeded for the strangulation statute to be satisfied.
Okay,
I'm not saying it's not serious anytime someone puts their hands on someone's
okay,
throat.
I'm not going to comment. I'm just listening.
Your Honor, I'm not
I'm
bringing
listening
this
to
strictly
you.
up for
No, I'm
the
listening
elements
to
of the
you
offense, yeah.
factually from a legal vantage point.
Exactly.
That's all I wanted to. I'm not editorializing.
Yes.
I'm just listening. Give me 1 second, please. I can't hear you, madam.
If you let the judge know, that'd be great.
2016 in the state of Nevada, he had a domestic battery arrest that was dismissed.
Okay,
Judge? Your Honor?
don't comment. Don't comment.
We got arrested. Did you have any cash on you? Bank account, stocks, anything?
I'm not sure
That's a liability.
also whether or not this is going to get recorded, needs-
Oh, I'm sorry.
whether or not it gets reported in terms of, child welfare.
Uh,
I'm gonna appoint. Obviously I'm gonna order the appointment of a guardian ad litem for the children.
and certainly, Your Honor, we can notify ChildNet and they can look into it and they can determine.
Wait, you never
if,
touched me. My husband did not touch me.
Don't
This
comment.
is all wrong.
Where is she? Okay, so let's do this. I'm just gonna set bond. I'm gonna set. Could I get a recommendation?
Your Honor, even with the PC for battery, now that I'm hearing there was a prior arrest, I'd be asking for a $2,500 bond on one with an order of no victim contact.
Page 1 at the bottom.
Mutual.
Page 7.
I'm sorry?
Mutual?
No
I'm
contact?
asking mutual.
For both. For her, Your Honor, I'm okay with the bond that the court said. This is for Alexander Carmen, and I am asking for no contact for both parties. Excuse me, sir. I believe at least for the time being, until further order of the court, that there needs to be at a minimum a cooling off period to ensure that this doesn't continue.
Well, I also think depending upon what ultimately, these cases have not been filed. We are at just an arrest stage. Depending upon what case filing does from a prosecutorial dynamic, they could end up in different courts. And not necessarily in the same court, which is not necessarily going to inure to the whole totality of everything, so it could get even more complicated. But okay, with regards to Ms. Carmen, I do find probable cause. It's a $500 bond, no contact, direct, indirect with the alleged victim. A guardian ad litem will be appointed. With regards to Mr. Lloyd Carmen, what were you recommending? I'm sorry.
2,500, no victim contact.
2,500, no contact, direct, indirect, with the alleged victim. Guardian ad litem to be appointed.
Can I say one thing?
I can't, I'm not sure about that.
This is new to me. I don't know anything.
Because if it's not going to be, if you're not going to be saying something with regard to the social aspects of dealing with, the complications now with regards to the family, and that's not really for me to hear. But it's going to be an issue. So, sir, no contact. Do you understand, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
For the record, I do find probable cause. Bond is set at $2,500 for Mr. Carmen, and no contact, direct or indirect, with the alleged victim. What did you want to say? What were you thinking about saying?
I have 4 grandchildren.
Correct.
I work. My wife works. What are we going to do?
I don't know. That's all I'm saying. I don't know. It has to be thought through. You have to, I really think you need to kind of put the work, aside for a moment and sit down and think about some problem solving in order to protect the children.
I know what the problem is.
And
the problem
deal.
is alcohol.
So, okay. And all I'm saying is then, I can certainly do some pretrial release. That's what I was thinking as well, do some pretrial release actually, and order him to get a bark eval and participate in alcohol and substance use treatment immediately, because the data is very clear with regard to incidents of domestic violence and substance. So that's not at issue. It's well settled by the evidence base. So why don't I do that? I think that at least will begin to provide a little bit of strategic protection. With regards to everything else, sir, I don't know. I can't comment.
They're both here.
You're,
I have to take them both home. What do I do?
Sir, you can't. You can't. That you cannot. I can't comment. I need to proceed on. I'm sorry. I've got a whole docket to do. These issues have to be thought through.
I understand.
And logistically.
yes, Your Honor. Dad, be quiet.
All I'm saying is, look, do one at a time. Somebody's got to get some help. Call in a friend. Call in some other relatives. Do one at a time. Somebody's going to have to wait to be released. That could, They're in two different locations. Get one, do one, do one. I don't know, right, Al? You just have to handle it with follow a logic model, stay calm, stay calm. I think that's the first order of business, is to stay calm.
How do I postpone?
Alan will help you. Alan will help you. All right, sir. So that's the plan. I'm going to order you on pretrial release under the following conditions. Very simple, okay? No alcohol, no intoxicants, random screens. You call up BARC. It's publicly funded. You get a good alcohol evaluation and screening, and start participating in treatment based on your clinical needs. Correct, sir?
Yes, Your Honor. Can I go to the VA?
Are you a veteran?
Yes, sir.
Are you connected?
I'm a combat vet. Yes.
Of course you can. Of course you can. That would be more appropriate, much more appropriate. Send him to the VA. And I just want you to know something to consider, that we do have a specialized veterans court with Judge Nerrigan, and he's awesome. He's a general. He's Senate confirmed, general. Yes. He's fantastic, and I think that's probably the best pathway. All right?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so everybody, let's stay calm, stay focused, and let's approach this, as you said, from a health vantage point, correct? And a public safety.
Yes, Your Honor.
Beautiful. Thank you. Good luck. I want VA. Veterans. The one on Oakland Park, Commercial Boulevard.
Please, thank you.
Good luck. Good luck. It's going to be okay. Say again. Yes. Well, that was good. We got some good information on that case. That was good. Magdalena Lourdes Martinez.
Ms. Martinez here at Manja. She is approaching.
Fantastic. Good morning.
Good morning.
And madam, you have been arrested on one count of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon without intent to kill. I did find probable cause. I set bond. State recommendation on bond.
Your Honor, she has no criminal history.
I said it. I was thinking 1,000.
That's fine, Your Honor. I have no objection.
No victim contact, direct, indirect, no weapons of any kind. All right?
Judge, just one request from the defense. My understanding is the alleged victim's her husband. They do share 3 children in common, ages 8, 9, and 14. We'd be asking you once again to sign an order for the limited purposes of arranging child visitation through a third party.
No objection, of course.
Thank you, Judge.
You bet. Okay, thank you. John Janice Rozier.
That'd be no problem, Your Honor.
Thank you. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, you have been arrested on one count of battery, domestic violence. I did find probable cause. I set bond at $500. I'm ordering no contact, direct, indirect, with the alleged victim. Thank you very much.
Ma'am, can I ask you, this is my brother. We share the same house.
I know. I think you're going to have to find somewhere else to stay for a little while.
But he, after this happened, he was okay with it. This is not the first time. I mean, he was intoxicated, and the situation that arose is what happened and why I'm here. But I spoke to him on the phone, well, not me directly, but my father, and he did not have a problem with me coming to the house.
Your Honor, this is... assuming everything he's saying is correct, I've gotten a report here where it says it's possible he could have broken his brother's nose. I just think that's something where both sides, all the information would need to get brought to Judge McHugh. She could hear from everyone and make that determination.
I think that it's important. I think right now, until you get before your division judge, I would definitely make other arrangements and use this at the very least as a reflective cooling off period, correct? Thank
Okay.
you.
You're welcome. Thanks.
Shabar Antar King.
Mr. King is present here at Main Jail.
Thank you
Judge.
very much. And sir, you have been arrested on one count of domestic violence battery. Thank you. I did find probable cause. You do have a bond. It's set at $500. I would order no contact, direct with the alleged victim. Thank you.
Judge, in speaking with Mr. King, he did advise me to request one thing. My understanding is the alleged victim is his 17-year-old son. He actually, he pays all the bills and everything like that. He has no other separate place to reside. He's wanting to know if you would order no harmful contact as opposed to no contact.
No, I won't. Thank you very much. Not at this time. See the division judge. Thank you. Sean McGriff.
Yes,
North
ma'am.
Broward, Your Honor.
Mr.
How you
McGriff.
doing?
I'm good.
Yes.
Thank you.
It's a recent.
Just for the record, it looks like, was this case, one second.
It was
What were you
a-
giving me on that?
sorry.
I'm sorry. Yes, thank you. There we go. One second. Maybe I'm confusing this with another case. Let's see. Was this heard before?
It was a reset from it originally came through over the weekend. I don't know. My understanding is it was reset from the weekend.
Because bond has not been, nothing has been done.
Nothing has been done, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. So this is the allegations or a violation of a injunction, repeat violence, as well as one count of criminal mischief.
And
Looks like it's intra-family.
Your Honor.
Don't comment. What?
Your Honor, I just want to advise the court.
Yes.
Mr. McGriff, this is his fourth arrest for violating an injunction. He was arrested in 2016 and 2015. Those cases were dropped. In 2010, he was convicted of violating a domestic violence injunction.
Is it the same, all different victims? Same victim?
I can get that information for the
One
court.
second, please.
The 2016 case was against the same alleged victim. The 2015 case was against the same alleged victim, and all the prior cases were against the same alleged victim.
So, and I'm sure there's mental health issues. So, bond recommendation, whether do you want pretrial release? What?
Well, Your Honor.
MO?
Yeah.
Sir, I really don't think you should say anything. Anything you say could be used against you.
And obviously, just reading the report, I'm concerned for Ms. McCoy. I'm also concerned for Mr. McGriff, based on, I won't get into details, what's noted what occurred at the Lauderhill Police Department. It's on the last couple sentences, Your Honor.
Yeah. I understand. So you want me, is this on the felony level, the misdemeanor level?
It's a misdemeanor at this point in time, Your Honor.
All right, I'll look at him. I'll take him.
Well,
You want me to take him?
No, what I was going to be requesting, I don't know.
take him if it's domestic violence.
I don't know if there's any way we can find out has I don't know if a Baker Act evaluation has been done already.
I'll order it. But obviously he's in.
I know.
He's
I know.
already. It looks like first of all they have him under suicide watch, which is obviously precautionary.
I guess for record purposes, I'm just making a note of my concerns. That's
No, I understand that, but I'm just simply saying,
Yeah.
do you think this is gonna end up? I would take him in mental health court and start to do some problem solving, if I can.
I can't agree to that, Your Honor, because it's really, because I think someone higher up in the domestic violence unit would have to make that kind of call.
Is it a domestic violence case?
Yes.
That's all I'm asking.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, then
At
it
this
can't
point in
come
time, it's assigned to Judge McKeown.
Okay, then it can't come in.
Your Honor, that being said, I'd ask for a $5,000 bond
I
on
think
one.
that
with-
what you're going to find is that I mean I'm fairly clear on what's the dynamic here, but he may not have anywhere else to go.
I completely understand it. I mean, and I recognize it says at large. Also, just recognizing the alleged victim saying that there's been violent tendencies in the past. Just gonna ask for a $5,000 bond, Your Honor, and
Okay.
and I understand why it says that. I understand why it says at large, Your Honor.
him.
And in
What is it,
abundance.
sir?
Oh, sorry.
Yes, when those time I got arrested, I called the police to get my belongings. The dispatcher told me to wait till the police come, and when they come, then go to the place, and so I could get my belongings. That's when I got arrested. I never did anything towards my mama violently. She always calling me for help. You know, I happened to be sick that day because I got bleeding ulcers, hemorrhoids, and I just wanted me some rest. And she get off from work, and she said she gonna call the police. I left. But not by me being sick, I come back to explain to the police that I just had to want to get me some rest because I'm sick with hemorrhoids, bleeding ulcers. My ulcers went to my mouth, and I recently had just got out the hospital. I don't know why she putting this trouble on me, incriminating me. It ain't number one side of the story every time I come down here, but they not listening to my side. I'm not that type of man to fight with my mama who take care of me. You know what I mean, Your Honor? If you could just hear me, I'm not really working, but I'm doing what I could to make it out there. I'm homeless, and I'm just trying to live right. And she claiming that she want me to.
Could I make a suggestion to you?
Yes, ma'am.
That when you have the opportunity, meet with your public defender and let the public defender identify some of these, what you're describing as your medical needs and your social needs, and let the public defender, they've got some really, really fantastic social workers in their office. And just listen, I'm giving you great, fantastic information, and information is powerful. All right?
Thank you.
And we really do want to help you. And I'm listening to the health issues. I'm listening to the housing deficits. And I understand the tensions that have been going on. We see them all the time in my other division. And so I really think right now the best thing you can do is use the resources around you through the public defender's office. Let them help identify what your needs are. And in the meantime, you'll have your health issues looked into, correct? So stay calm, all right? And let them help you, all right?
Well, I'm locked out, Your Honor.
I'm sorry?
And I'm sick. I'm locked up and I'm sick.
All right, the public defenders are going to help you. That's my point. Let them start to do some root cause problem solving, okay?
But I'm still locked up.
I know. All right. You got a bond, and I've got to move on now. Just try to listen. All right?
Yes, they making false accusation on me, putting me in a suit. I never got to talk to nobody down there in the main jail to say I'm suicidal.
I think I understand. They're taking some. I just want to comment that they're taking some real precautions because of all of the prevalence of problems, in the jail with regards to that issue. So stay calm and talk to your public defender. I'm asking the public defender right here. He's right here in this courtroom to send someone to talk to you, okay? All right? They're going to talk to you. Thank you so much. And no contact.
And Your Honor, the state.
So what's my bond?
$5,000.
The state was going to be requesting, just because of the nature of the offense, the state was going to be requesting a GPS monitor at this time. Okay.
Fine. But I think I understand what's going on, and I'm not sure what he has, and maybe he needs benefits and this and how, you know what I'm saying. So your social workers could help him. Yeah. Patrick, yes.
Are we placing him on a monitor?
Yes, I'm going to order that as a condition. PTR, monitor, no return, correct? And mental health treatment if necessary. I don't know where I'm at. Okay. Where am I at?
Is Sweeney the
Yeah,
next case?
Patrick. Patrick Sweeney. Mr. Sweeney,
He's here,
good
President
morning.
Main Judge.
Thank you. Mr. Sweeney, good morning. You have been arrested on 3 counts. 1 for domestic violence battery, 1 for domestic battery by strangulation, 1 for domestic violence battery. I did find probable cause on all counts. I set bond at count 1 at $1,000, bond on count 2 at $10,000, bond on count 3 at $1,000. Total bonds $12,000. I'm also ordering pretrial release with electronic monitoring, no return, no contact, direct or indirect, with the alleged victim. Thank you very much.
Judge, Mr. Sweeney is asking if you would consider reducing the
I will
bond on
not.
count
Thank
2.
you very much.
Thank you.
CS Division Judge, thank you very much. Lamont Robinson Knight.
Mr. Knight, come on up, please. He's here. He's present, Judge.
Thank you. Mr. Knight, you have first of all, there is a violation of probation, if I understand that correctly. This triggered a no bond hold on the violation of probation. You'll have to see your division judge. We're going to find out when that hearing is for you in 1 second.
Oh, I think the VOP is out of Palm Beach County, Judge.
Oh, strike that. That's going to be out of Palm Beach County. With regards to the offenses, the allegations, of the arrest, I did find probable cause. I've set bond as to count 1, the domestic violence by strangulation at $10,000, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon at $5,000, domestic violence battery at make that 1,000. Thank you very much. I'm ordering no contact, direct or indirect.
Judge, would you sign an order allowing us to photograph Mr. Knight's injury?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Total bond $16,005. Next, I have Ricky Atuburi.
He's here, President Main Judge.
Thank you very much. And sir, good morning. And sir, you same situation. This arrest did trigger a no bond hold, violation of probation. I'm not exactly sure when that. Oh, I do see it. That hearing is going to be May 3rd. I think that's Wednesday at 8:30 a.m. As to the aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, I set bond at $10,000, no contact, direct or indirect. Thank you. I see you. I'm going to call you. Is it Monte Chaz or Jackson? I was going to ask
Jackson,
for some assistance. Some
How do you pronounce your
from
first
the
name?
parties.
Chaz Jackson.
Thank you. And sir, you have been arrested on 6 counts. 1 for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, domestic violence. 1 for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, dating violence. So 2 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. 2 counts of possession of ammo or weapon by a convicted felon. 1 count, thank you. 1 count of possession of cannabis, misdemeanor. 1 count of possession of cocaine. I did find probable cause on all counts. And with regards to the standard, I'm not sure what the bonds are with regards to the aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
Yeah. Your Honor, my concern first is the alleged use of a firearm. I'm going to be requesting $25,000 bonds on 1 and 2. On counts 3 and 4, $5,000 each. I can tell you, among his priors, he did have an arrest for battery in 2 counts of battery in 2013. It appears that those were dropped. Accessory after the fact, 2012, he violated probation loitering and prowling, 2012, delivery of cocaine, 09, violated probation, just under 20 months state prison, 09, grand theft auto, VOP, just under 20 months, 09, delivery of cocaine, VOP, same sentence. Your Honor, I apologize. I'm also going to be asking for a pretrial release with a GPS monitor based on the alleged use of a firearm, and also it appears, based on his multiple violations of probation, that there have been issues in the past with following court orders.
Judge, if the defense could be heard as
Yes,
well.
of course.
He's been residing in South Florida his whole life. He's 25 years old. At this time, he's unemployed.
How
He's
old
looking
is
for
he?
work. 25.
Young.
He was previously working in landscaping, only making $10 an hour. Financially, he has no resources, no money in the bank, no property. I'd ask you to take that into consideration as financial resources and community ties in imposing a reasonable bond.
Thank you very much. And I will set bond at $10,000 is to count 1, $10,000 is to count 2, 5 and 5, the 100, the 1,000. So that is, let's see, 10, 20, 30,000, 31,100. With pretrial release and electronic monitoring, no weapons of any kind, no contact, direct, indirect, with the alleged victim, no new offenses. Yes. Are you ready?
Yes, Judge.
I'm going to go ahead and call that case
Thank
since
you,
you're here.
Judge Andy Coffey, on behalf of Jeffrey Thacker.
Jeffrey Thacker.
Oh, Judge, I've been advised Mr. Thacker's a medical reset from the deputies here.
Apparently he was okay yesterday. He's the one who told the judge that.
I got a call from pretrial.
He was, well, I have a notation that it was a medical reset.
No, it might have been a reset from
yesterday?
Saturday, but yesterday it was only reset because he told Judge Benson that he had private counsel, so she reset it to Mr. Coffey.
Do you want me
That's my understanding as well, Judge. I know the public defender that was here yesterday sent me a text letting me know that it was reset for Mr. Coffey to be here present, but unfortunately, he is a medical reset, and I think I was per the doctors.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, there's not much that can be done because it's HIPAA and all. If they're saying it's a med reset, it's a med reset.
Reschedule for tomorrow morning?
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, that's great.
I don't know. Yeah, of course. I don't know what the dynamic is.
Yeah, no, there's really no way to know.
But
Bond on this one anyway.
It's a no. Yeah, there's no bond on it.
Right. Are you here tomorrow?
I'm here all week.
Then I'll tell you the full story tomorrow.
I'm here all week.
Okay, I'll be back
All
tomorrow.
right. Thank you very much.
I don't know. Thacker. I'm not sure what page it's on. Okay, thanks.
It's probably towards the back because there's a reset.
All right. Onward. Colvin Sherman Williams, still on domestic
Mr.
violence
Williams,
case.
come on up, please.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir. Give me 1 second. Sir, you have been arrested on 1 count of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, domestic violence, 1 count of domestic violence, battery, 1 count of throwing a missile, allegedly a brick, into a driver's side window is the allegation. So throwing a missile into a building or aircraft or conveyance is the allegation. Just for the record, I did find probable cause on all counts. I was going to ask the parties, please, for some guidance. I don't know anything about history or anything like that in terms of public safety.
I can tell you that Mr. Williams was arrested in 2010 in Volusia County for a domestic violence battery. That was dropped based on the allegations in this case, Your Honor. I'm going to be requesting a $15,000 bond on count 1, $2,500 bond on count 2, and a $5,000 bond on count 3, based on the alleged use of a shotgun. Placing it at her throat. I'd also be asking for pretrial release with a GPS monitor.
Judge from the defense.
Yes, sir.
He's been residing in South Florida in our community for the past 20 years. He is 25 years old. He is currently employed. He works at a company called Door Systems of South Florida. He's been working there for 2 months, making about $11 an hour. financially has no money in the bank. He owns one property. He owns a car, a 2001 Ford Focus with approximately 140,000 miles. So no high resale value. He does live separate and apart from the alleged victim, and he does have family that live in our community that he'll be calling his father to post his bond. I'd actually set a reasonable bond as to all three
I'll
counts.
send $10,000 on each count. That if he bonds out, I suspect he will, that he is to be on pretrial release with electronic monitoring. No weapons, no firearms of any kind. No contact, direct, indirect, of any kind at this time. And no alcohol, no intoxicants, random screenings, no new criminal offenses. Understood?
Oh, yes, Your Honor.
$10 on each.
Thank you very much. Lamont Darrell Power.
Mr. Power, come on up, please. He's approaching, Judge. He's at Main.
Thank you very much.
How you doing, Your Honor?
Good morning, sir.
Doing good.
Joshua Williams?
This has to, give me 1 second. This is, allegations include 1 count of harassing a victim, on form. This is a change of charge, isn't it?
No,
Change of charge,
it's a not in,
KPS?
it's a not in custody capias.
Right.
I know it says harassing. It's really tampering. It's from the allegation being.
So if you could assist the court, I'd appreciate it.
Of course.
Is it the charge? This is before Judge Cohen. If you could just clarify the change of charge from what to what for the record.
It's not a change of charge, Your Honor. It was.
Oh, it's added.
No, we filed it not in custody. It just.
Okay.
If
Not
yeah.
in custody capias.
Yes.
Got it. So it's for 1 count of tampering with evidence, 1 count of battery, domestic violence as a misdemeanor, as a felony or misdemeanor?
The tampering with the victim or witness is a felony. The battery's misdemeanor charge.
Allegedly. Okay.
Yeah, of course.
So the standard bond?
Well, there isn't one, Your Honor, but I can inform the court Mr. Powers' priors include burglary of a dwelling 2011, burglary of a dwelling 2012, attempted burglary of a dwelling 2012, burglary of a dwelling 2011. Based on his criminal history, the state would be requesting a $2,000 bond per count, no victim contact.
You'd be asking for a lot more than that.
As far as the defense, Judge,
Yes, of
Mr.
course.
Powers been residing in South Florida his whole life. He's 25 years old. He's looking for work. At this time, he's unemployed. He was previously working in landscaping. He was doing that for about 2 years. Him and the alleged victim live separate and apart from each other. He would be requesting you consider a $1,500 bond on count 1 and a $1,000 bond on count 2.
Okay. And ma'am, are you here on this case?
Yes.
Okay. What is your name?
Robiana Walker,
Okay. And your relationship?
my kid's father.
Okay. Are you an alleged victim?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you are? Okay. All right. So, did you have anything from a victim's vantage point that you wanted to address to the court? Just don't talk about any facts, but if you wanted to address the court in terms of issues of fear, concerns, anything like that, any requests as to bonds? No requests? You're just here?
Yeah, to see what's really going on, because I came because they told me I had to sign some papers for him. I don't know what's really going on, to be honest.
Okay, I can't comment on that. All right, well, thank you very much. What were you asking for, if you could repeat? Sir, I'm sorry.
Judge, we'd be asking for $1,500 on count 1 and $1,000 on count 2.
Okay, so $1,500 on 1, $1,000 on 2 is what you're
Count 2.
requesting. I don't have a
Yes.
problem with that, but I do want him supervised by pretrial release. No new criminal offenses. He needs to do general reporting. Understood?
Yes, Judge.
All right, thank you.
Yes, understood.
Thank
Good
you,
luck.
sir.
The PC. Do you, Is the court ordering did you already order no contact?
No
Or-
contact.
thank you.
Yes, no contact direct. Thank you. Indirect with the alleged victim at this time. Thank you. Is that okay? Do anything else you want?
No, but how can I press charges on? I don't want him around my kids.
Okay. Well, I'm ordering no contact at this time. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. I can't comment on anything else other than that. All right. Okay. The state attorney's office. I do want to say one thing, and maybe you could assist. Hello, but the state attorney's office does have a victim's advocate,
Thank you so much.
Oh, you
All right.
did.
All right.
Oh, good. Okay, good. Because it sounds like she could use some guidance, correct, and some support. Thank you very much. Water or coordinated lighting, please.
Is that all the domestics? No, not the other resets, right?
Okay, here we go.
Talking about the
Jermaine
ones, with the rest of them.
Risquinones.
That's North Broward. That's a medical reset.
Thank you so much. Sean Murphy.
I've been advised Mr. Murphy is a medical reset as well, Judge.
Thank you.
Oh.
I thought we
wait a
handled
minute.
them earlier
They
in
brought
the
him. They
docket.
brought him. Judge,
They brought
actually,
him.
they brought him.
They
They brought him.
To Maine.
Oh, I thought we did.
Here, Maine.
Thank you very much and good morning. Sir, you have been arrested on one count of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
What's that?
Oh my goodness. I did find probable cause and guidance, please, with regards to
That's
Oh, one moment, I'm just.
Oh, do whatever you want. I'm listening. Madam? Are you here on this case?
Yes.
What is your name, please, for the record?
Evelyn Martinez?
Ms. Martinez, are you the alleged victim?
Yes, I'm his girlfriend for 5 years.
Okay. And again, without discussing anything about the facts, of course, of this case, in terms of issues of what you're looking for, any impact statement, issues of concern, safety, that you are looking for with regards to bond requirements?
Can I speak, Your Honor?
No. I mean, you did speak. You shook your head. No, correct?
No, yes.
No, is that right? Accurate?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Your Honor, I'm going to be asking for a $15,000 bond and a GPS, no victim contact. My concern about the allegations, the use of a firearm, and according to the alleged victim, Mr. Murphy has pulled his gun on her several times in the past.
Okay.
He's there. Okay.
What were you recommending? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. 1-5.
And defense, from you, please.
Yes, thank you, Judge.
Please.
Mr. Murphy's been residing in South Florida his whole life. He is employed. He works for a pool company. His income varies. On a good week, he can make about $800 per week. Financially, has no money and make no property. Judge, he is an Army veteran. We'd be asking you to set a reasonable bond as to Mr. Murphy.
Okay, is he connected to the VA? Is he honorably
Let me-
discharged? Does he get services?
I can inquire. Hold on.
I'm just.
Yeah. Oh,
No.
you can talk to him.
Everything that happened that night got blown out of proportion.
Okay, you really can't comment on the facts. Please. I'm not trying to be overly restrictive, but it's not appropriate for this proceeding.
I was told that I could. that's why.
Thank you.
Judge,
All right.
she was honorably discharged in 1995, to answer Your Honor's question.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And again, you know, there is a veterans court that he may qualify for that might be very suitable for him if there's any potential issues of PTSD or anything like that that he needs help with. They're in a very superior position, I think, to assist with those issues, or if there's any other residual impact from his service, if he was combat. I don't know if he was. I don't know if he wasn't. Anyway, let's do this. I'm going to set bond, please, at $7,500. I'm ordering him under pretrial release conditions. In the event he bonds out, that he should go to the VA and be screened and evaluated for any and all treatment concerns, including mental health care. Absolutely no firearms, no weapons, no ammo of any kind. Do you understand, sir?
Yes.
No firearms, no weapons, no ammo of any kind. No alcohol, no intoxicants with random screens, no contact, direct, indirect, at this time. Thank you very much. Good luck.
Thank you.
GPS. Thank you. Bless you.
All right.
Okay, I think we got that. So that's for behavioral health on the VA side, correct? Behavioral health screen assessment. All right. Amina Pitts.
Judge, I've been advised Ms. Pitts is a medical reset.
Okay, who do you have?
I have Miss Mandy Palazzo.
Thank you very much. And Ms. Palazzo, first of all, you have been arrested on 7 counts. I need a driving record. Of driving under the influence. The rest are civil infractions. Give me 1 second. And state, just so we're clear,
Yes, Judge.
on the 7 counts, that has to do with victimization on these counts in terms of the traffic crashes and then property damage?
It would
allegations?
It would appear so, Your Honor. I mean, certainly I'd have no objection to the court when setting bond treating it as one total event. And, setting...
I see what you're saying.
Setting what you believe the appropriate bond to be based on that.
As soon as the clerk has an opportunity. If you have questions, feel free to ask me. My writing today is not the greatest. If you have questions, please.
What the heck is going on here? Is this printer starting this crap now? Or prints out blank pages? Oh, it's just annoying.
Oh. I did, obviously, because I have the total after that. Yeah, I'm missing a 0. I apologize. There you go. Driving record, please. Oh, thank you very much.
see what you're saying.
Oh, you gave me all the job. I just want one. State,
Yes, Judge.
if you go to the probable cause affidavit, it suggests that there may be priors, and I'm not sure if you're able to verify whether or not I'm reading that right, or if there might be priors in other jurisdictions, but because what is the relevance, for example, where it says 4M
Oops. One moment, Your
on the
Honor.
booking sheet?
Oh. Where it says...
On the face, on the...
Yeah. I'm just...
Does that suggest this is a recidivism matter?
Where are you referring to, Judge? I'm sorry.
Where it says
Oh,
level?
no. That's just the level code they have for DUIs.
Okay, thank you.
Michelle, could you check, though, if you have notes to see if... Okay, thank you.
From the defense, anything?
Judge, my
Little
understanding
background,
is
something to help me
Yes.
humanize
Yes.
this a little bit?
Judge, in speaking with Piazzo, this is her first offense ever. She's never had any contact with the criminal justice system. She lives in Deerfield with her boyfriend. She's currently looking for work. She has a degree in coding and billing in the medical field, and that's what she's looking for employment in. Right now, her boyfriend is helping to support her, but he works in packing and distribution, making about minimum wage. Judge, considering this is her first offense, she has a valid license. No, I don't think she has anything as far as driving record. I would actually consider...
I didn't see anything remarkable, if you will. The license is currently showing suspended. There was some kind of property damage lien. It looks like a financial responsibility. Might have been from an accident.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing for me, and I apologize if this is addressed, I'm a little concerned or curious about Ms. Palazzo's contacts to the community, because I'm showing on both forms a New York address.
That is correct. She is from New York, but she relocated down here to be with her boyfriend. Her boyfriend's been living... She's been here now approximately 3 weeks, Judge. 3 weeks. She relocated from New York, and that's why she's looking for employment. The only thing we'd be asking you is to consider ROR on counts 3 through 7. So therefore, she would put a bond from 1 through 2.
Where were you living in New York?
Port Jervis.
Where?
Port Jervis, New York.
Where's
Port
that?
Jervis?
It's about 50 miles from the city.
Is that where your family is?
Yeah, I have a house up there.
It's not a good start.
No,
right?
Absolutely not.
So you want me, I think you're recommending, just to clarify, 3, did you say 3 through 7?
ROR, correct, because I know on the first one would be 500, second would be 1,000, and as I believe Mr. Lender was suggesting, I don't know if I don't think the state would have an objection.
So that leaves us, are you on? That
Yeah.
leaves the case with a $1,500 bond. I would also ask that she be on pretrial release. I'm going to order no driving without a valid license. The license is suspended, and no driving. And she really, I'm also going to order that she be screened and assessed through BARC for any alcohol treatment and any other treatment, right? Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
1,500. Yes. Standard, yes. Yes. No, and no driving without a valid license. Okay. Cynthia?
She's
Michelle?
here present, Judge, at Maine.
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for asking. And, ma'am, you have been arrested on one count of resisting or obstructing without violence, one count of driving while license suspended or revoked. There's also, just for the record, an outstanding capias on one count of possession of cannabis under 20 grams. What, can you make a bond? Can you ask her, counsel?
Can I talk to you for a second, Your Honor?
If you don't,
I
talk about any facts of the case, anything you say
Yes.
can and will
Yes.
be used against you.
I was in the cemetery where my mom just passed away at 19 and 31st, where the officer pulled up. I was
No,
not
I
driving the car.
just said you can't talk about any facts of the case. Didn't I just say it? Did I say it? Please, you can't. I'm asking you one thing. Can you make a bond, counsel?
No, I just used my supplemental income to buy the car that they towed on Saturday. Your Honor, I used all my
So,
Social Security
counsel,
money.
sir, ma'am,
Yes.
counsel. You know,
Yes, sir.
I don't believe that she is in what I would call a good position to enter a plea. And so I really need some assistance with regards to issues of bond. So I don't know, does she have any family members here?
How long you live in South
Friends? Relatives?
Do you have family, any in the community in Broward?
My mom passed away. I've been staying away from people.
You've been staying away from people? Is that what you
I've
said?
been abused. Yeah, I've been abused. I've been staying away from people.
Huh. You have a place to live or you do not?
Yeah, I have a place. I rent a room.
You rent a room?
Yeah.
Do you work?
I use my Social Security, so my supplemental income.
Is that what you meant by supplemental?
Yes, that I got the retro amount they had owed me back in December. I used my whole retro amount to buy this car on Saturday, and they towed my car on Saturday and arrested me. Whole money. Not even $1.
Okay, so should I ROR her on pretrial release?
That's what we would be asking for, Judge.
Okay, now let's talk about the issues, if you don't mind. I got all day. I don't care. Let's talk about. Do you think, counsel, that she needs to know she can go right over to Henderson Behavioral Health Center and get help for her issues of grief and emotional distress? You what?
I have.
You're already a consumer of Henderson?
Yeah, I am. I got psychiatrist and therapist, and then I also
you're
have a
already
treatment
connected?
counselor. Yeah, I connected.
Oh, you're connected. You're connected
Yes.
to care.
Yes.
All right.
That's why I'm on the SSI payment.
When you said SSI, you meant disability. Okay. I mean, I
Yes,
would see her
supplemental.
in mental health, but again, I'm not clear on whether or not, she's in a position to be in that, the issue of, issues. So I think if you want to privately consult on that, we can clarify that issue. Okay, Mr. Hodgers?
Judge, Ms. Michelle would appreciate what you initially offered.
The pretrial
release? Since she does have a valid act, she would really appreciate that, Judge.
I'm good with that.
Thank you very much,
I'm very good
Judge.
with that. So.
Thanks for understanding.
Of course. So.
Thank you so much, Judge.
Look, I really think it's fantastic that you're linked with Henderson, so you don't need an appointment. You can go right over to Headway, walk into Building B. Better to go at 8 o'clock in the morning because it's not crowded. Bring a book, bring a magazine, bring your smartphone, and be prepared to sit a little bit, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Great.
Thank you so much, Judge. Thank
I
you very
have
much.
an address. Just to clarify, are you at 3621?
3261
Okay, yes.
Northwest 15 Coeur Hill.
It's right on the arrest affidavit. That's fine. Just no driving without a license. Very simple. No
ma'am.
new
Yes,
offenses.
ma'am.
No alcohol. No intoxicants.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
so stay focused on the mental health side. Correct?
I know.
All right.
I
Good.
know.
Very good.
Thank you.
Here's the map to pretrial. As soon as you get released today, this is where you go. You walk there and you go and report there.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, what they're
I'll leave
saying
that over
is
here.
that just to clarify, it's important. So what they're saying is from pre-trial that I guess pre-trial generally or standardly rather, if there's a existing drug charge, they will screen. They will do random screens. So that's important to know.
That's fine.
All right, good. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Sure. Good luck. Emma Van Baskirk.
North Broward, Judge.
North Broward, Your Honor.
Thank you. Good morning. And ma'am, good morning. And you have been arrested on one count of possession of alprazolam, also known as Xanax, and operating a motorcycle without a license. And just don't comment.
I never.
Please don't comment. And just for the record, give me 1 second. I did find probable cause. Any thing the defense could tell me? Are you able to post a bond of $1,000?
I'll try. I don't know anyone's numbers by heart.
I'm sorry?
I don't know anyone I can call.
Do you have a phone?
I don't.
In property?
No, there's.
I'll give you permission to access your phone.
My phone was in the car and they towed the car.
Oh, it's not in property, you're saying?
Yeah. Yeah. I just don't know anyone's numbers.
So yeah.
She's wanted
well.
Oh, you have a hold. It's not a hold. Strike that.
Yeah, it's a Dade County pickup only, but she's wanted out of Dade County and been avoiding Dade County for the last 2 years.
Okay, so I'll set bond at bond is set at $1,000, and I do find probable cause. All right, thank you very much. Try to bond out and deal with Dave. Wesley de Jesus Torres.
That's North Broward again.
Thank you. Hello.
Hi.
I'm sorry. Is it Wesley?
Wesley.
Wesley.
It's up right now, so.
You have been arrested on. Give me 1 second. Let me make sure I'm looking at this right. Clarify.
It's, Your Honor, this is a 2014 arrest warrant. She was picked up at the airport. I provided, Your Honor, and Mr. Hodges a copy of the affidavit
Thank you.
attached to the warrant.
Thank you. Give me 1 second.
Of course.
I wonder where he went.
And just for the record, I've reviewed the arrest affidavit on this case, and I do find probable cause and bond on this case.
It's a punishable by life offense, Your Honor. The state would be seeking a no bond hold.
Judge, may we be heard?
Yes.
Judge, we'd be requesting you to set a reasonable bond here. It's our position that she's entitled to a bond, that the state, in order to hold her no bond, would have to file a pretrial detention order or come with proof that proof is evident and presumption is great. And without that, we'd ask you to set a bond. She has lived here for 20 years in South Florida. She's currently unemployed, and she does have family here who may help her for bond.
And, Your Honor, the state would argue, should the court decide to make such a determination, that the evidence contained in the affidavit would support a finding, for first appearance purposes only, would support a finding of proof evident or presumption great. There's videotape, video surveillance where Ms. Torres has been identified by people that are personally known to her as essentially not only a lookout, but the one that enabled her boyfriend to be able to enter the home and commit the robbery and shoot the alleged victim, while he is shown to be hiding while she knocked on the door, and that is so. And Your Honor, this is under a principal theory. Obviously, she's not the one that used the firearm or committed the actual robbery.
I'll set bond at $200,000. I'll order pretrial release level 1. In the event that she is able to bond out, that is going to be a house arrest, essentially pretrial release order. That's the order. Thank you.
And Your Honor, we'd ask for no victim contact and abundance of caution. Why do you do that? Yeah. All right. Bye.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Judge.
Jamie or Shantae Robinson, traffic.
Ms. Robinson's here, President Main Judge.
Thank you very much. Is it possible? Oh, you have them in order? Is that what you have? Okay, great. What? It's a little easier for you. And just for the record, she has been charged with DWS, a third or a subsequent offense. For the record, I have reviewed the Florida driving record. I do find the predicate and the probable cause for that count. So let's talk about bonds, please.
Yes, Judge, I see no history. I was just going to be asking for the convenience bond to be kept in place.
What could she afford?
Judge, my understanding in speaking with Ms. Robinson, she can't afford much. Right now, she did advise me she just obtained a new address, so she has a place to live in Pompano. She's been residing there by herself. She's only been residing there for 1 week, but financially, she did tell me that she can't afford to post a bond at this time.
Well, you know, I'll set bond at $100. Try to bond out.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Sandy, and don't drive. Sandy Mazer.
Oh, okay.
North Broward.
Thank you. Miss Mazer, good morning. And, hello? Thanks.
She can hear you now. Sorry, Your Honor.
Thanks, Deputy. Ma'am, good morning. You
Good morning.
have been arrested on 1 count of grand theft, and just for the record, I did review the arrest affidavit, and I did find probable cause. Your bond is set at $1,000. Can you bond out?
If I can get access to my credit cards, which are in property, I can pay it.
Sure. I'll give you access to your property if I could have an order.
Your Honor, my understanding, and if
Oh, you can't do that?
No, you don't have to. As long as she tells them she's looking to self-bond, they'll.
Oh, if you tell the jail officials there, they'll assist you with that.
Okay.
Thank you.
They have to check and see if her cards and stuff are on her property. If they're there, and if she has the money,
Yes,
they'll send her down.
Of course, that makes
Transfer.
good sense. Thank you.
Okay,
And
the
I did
deputy's here to
find-
pick it up, so he knows everything.
Nicole Christina Spoonholtz.
That's North Broward again.
Was a medical reset.
Yes.
And it looks like, first of all, that there is an outstanding violation of probation warrant. That is a no bond hold.
I was not on probation.
I think it's just a failure to appear.
You think it's a case?
Yes.
It's just a capious, Judge. Yes.
Out of Judge Duffy.
I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I missed court.
Okay, thank you. And the new arrests include 1 count of criminal mischief, 1 count of possession of cocaine, 1 count of possession of drug paraphernalia, and just for the record, I did find probable cause on all counts. And you do have a bond, and bond is set at $1,000.
I have a bond for the capias.
The bond on the capias, no. That's a no
Okay.
bond. You'll have to see your division judge. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And Brian Charles Menendez.
He's approaching, Judge. He's here at Maine.
Thank you. And
Good morning,
sir,
Your Honor.
Good morning, sir. And you have been arrested on 1 count of domestic violence battery. And just for the record, I did find probable cause. It's a disturbing arrest affidavit, just for the record. And I'm interested in any priors, understanding that you don't have external to Broward or Florida.
And Your Honor, just noting for the record, even though this was not originally put with the domestic violence cases, it would certainly appear that this is a domestic violence offense.
That correct.
Michelle, do you have any history? Our system went down again. Charles Brian Menendez. All right, Your Honor. That being said, based on the allegations and the level of violence in this report, the state would be requesting a $5,000 bond and no victim contact.
Bond is set at $7,500. Yes.
Judge,
Yes.
if the defense could be heard.
Yes.
In speaking with Mr. Menendez, my understanding this is his first arrest ever in his life. He is a registered voter here in Broward County. He works for a company called Gale Insulation. He sprays insulation. He makes approximately $12 an hour. He has 3 children with the alleged victim, ages 2, 4, and 9. He will be living separate and apart from the alleged victim. He'll be living with his friend who resides in Hollywood. Judge, he did serve in the United States Army from 2003 to 2013. For 10 years, he served his country. Judge, considering his...
What conflict was that?
Afghanistan. I did 2 tours in Afghanistan, Your Honor.
Okay, same inquiry. Are you connected to the VA?
I am service connected. I actually have 2 appointments for psychiatric and audiology tomorrow
Excellent.
morning
So
and
you know-
afternoon.
Fine. So you know that we have a veterans court,
Yes,
which is
yes, I do, Your Honor.
perfectly aligned for your needs. Understood?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
It's
Thank you very much, Your
very,
Honor.
very important that you take any and all of the mental health dynamics very seriously, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because they're in a very superior position to help you.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Now, the person, the place that you're living with, wherever you're going to be residing in Hollywood, is that a safe location? Is it safe?
Yes.
Is it healthy? No weapons? No any firearms?
It is safe. Yes,
no
Your Honor, it
weapons,
is safe.
No firearms? I
None at all.
think that it's really important, it's keenly important to be very sensitive to all of the information that we know with regards to issues of veterans, correct? That goes on
Yes,
both
sir.
sides, correct? Vulnerabilities to him as well, correct? So I really
Yes,
want
Your
you to
Honor.
make those appointments tomorrow.
I'd really like to make them. I don't think I can afford a $7,500 bail, though.
Okay,
There's
well,
no way
what
I'd
can
be.
you, what did you say you can afford?
I have $100 in the bank right now, and I could probably borrow another 200 or 300 from my mother up north if I had to. But I really don't want to miss out. It's for my service connection, psychiatric and audiology.
And that's why, Judge, I thought it
So
was
why
important
don't
since
we
he had
do
no
that?
priors.
Understood. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to just release him, correct, direct ROR, under pretrial release, noting for the record he is a combat veteran, correct?
Yes,
But
Your
this
Honor.
is really important. So absolutely no contact, direct or indirect, at this time, correct, with the alleged victims. That you keep your appointments with the VA. No alcohol, no intoxicants. It's a really critical component of keeping everybody safe.
Yes, Your Honor.
No.
Those weren't an issue either.
Okay,
I'm
good.
sorry.
No firearms, no ammo, no weapons, and that you will successfully participate in any and all of your psychiatric and mental health or neurological care, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I'm also, based on the allegations and an abundance of caution, I'm going to also ask if the court would order, until further order of the court, that there be no contact with the
I did.
children. Oh, I didn't. No, I was going to ask the children also.
Just no contact right now with the household. That includes the children as just for now. I think that maybe the way to focus on this at this initial step, and hopefully, again, you take advantage. I strongly recommend, if it fits, if it's offered, if you meet criteria, I don't see why you wouldn't. With the Veterans Court, Judge Merrigan is a Senate confirmed general. Amazing. And I think that you will feel very supported through that court process.
Thank you, Judge.
So
Thank you.
that's what I think. And I think let's just, stay calm, right? And focus on the health considerations right now. And paramount is the safety considerations to everybody, including you, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, beautiful.
And so the court's aware, our office will contact Child Protective Services to make sure that the children.
Yeah, sure.
Is-
Everything's good. All right. I
Thank you,
understand it
Judge.
much better now. This is pretty
Thank
much, I think, the third veteran that we've had today. So these issues are very common, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Here's the map to pretrial. As soon as you get released, you go across the street. That's where you report. Okay. Make sure you report today.
Yes,
Thank you.
no problem.
Thank you, Judge.
Taviki, you want this one?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm wondering, did you want GPS, no contact?
Your Honor, I'm fine how it is right now. Yeah.
Yeah, because you're on the way with a GPS with him, that's gonna be a holdup. I'm telling you now, he would definitely.
Oh, no, we don't want that. He's got to make that appointment. It's critical. Okay, give me 1 second, please. I'm just making a notation for both parties on the, I'm making a notation on the, that face sheet where we write, where we make notes,
The
and probable cause
findings.
findings, that he is a combat vet, no priors.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, good. Did you? Oh, here it is. Which one is his? I'm sorry. Oh, you didn't do his yet? Okay, good. Got it. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, so of course, sorry. Wrong direction. That's what happens when I don't bring donuts. Okay. Tomorrow, donuts, I'm telling you. Okay. Latham Rodriguez Coronado?
Judge, he's here present, Maine. He's going to be requiring a Spanish interpreter.
Sure, we'll have to call for one. They're not in the courtroom right now, so I'll have to
Thank you.
pass.
Appreciate it.
Louis Donald Hornback.
North Broward, Your Honor. North Broward.
You know, you've got just the best voice, doesn't he? Like, he should be like an announcer. Yeah, he missed his calling. This is for one count of assault on a law enforcement officer. One count, strike that. There's an outstanding trespass with a small bond amount. Yes, sir.
Good morning, Your Honor. Handel Edwards here with Attorney George Odom on behalf of the McLaurin's law firm.
Thank you.
First, we're seeking appointment to the case.
So appointed. Thank you.
For the trespass case, number
Sure.
1700-26.
Sure. Hi, Mr. Hornback.
Hello.
How you doing?
All right.
Good. You have a place to live?
Everyone has a place to live.
Not everyone, unfortunately. You would not believe how many people I see who do not have a place to live.
Your Honor, Mr. Hornback.
Where are they living if they don't have a place to live?
You know, sadly, they're living on the streets.
That's a place.
That's fair. How old are you, sir?
70.
Family, friends, relatives? Any?
Yeah.
Who? Who do you have?
What do you mean, who do I have?
Sons?
I have my mother.
Do you have your
I
mother?
have sons, yeah. I have 2 sons. I have 2 ex-wives. I have a mother. I have cousins. I have aunts. I have nieces and nephews. I have friends.
Just send them. I'm going to send them. All right, thank you. All right, let's get him out.
Your Honor, we'd like to know if you're open to a resolution.
No. I'm sending him to the hospital.
Okay.
Do you get,
Thank you, Your Honor.
do you have any, are you on, you have Medicare? Medicaid?
Not Medicare, no.
Health insurance?
I canceled my Medicare.
All right, thanks. I'm going to send him his stuff. Thank you, sir. I'm going to get you out of jail right now. And then I'll see him in mental health, and then we can do whatever you.
Okay. Thank you.
Not worried about that. I'm worried about.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Sure. Oh, you know, it's Law Day today. It's Law Day. There we go. Thank you, sir. Maybe I'll see you in my court in a little bit. I'm going to get you out of jail, okay? Get you looked at. Thank you.
You're going to transfer it to your division?
Yeah, transfer to mental health, but I'm sending him over to 19
Okay.
for evaluation. What? Yeah, don't. It's on loan. No RORs. No RORs when you do mental health court, everybody. No RORs when you're transferring to mental health court. Then I lose people. I don't. Then they leave, and I never see them. You're gonna transfer? Transfer.
No, that's how
I'll
tell
when
you
there was
later.
an ROR done last week,
I-
it took me 6 hours. 6 hours to correct that, and I was at the mental health. I was doing a symposium in Palm Beach County. And it took me hours and hours and hours to fix that. Just transfer the cases. If we will divert. It's a diversion court. It's a human rights court. We know what we're doing. It's only been 20 years. It's only been 20 years. No RORs. I wouldn't do that to myself. Okay. So transfer to mental health court. There you go. Oh, and I did notify Judge Pohl of that.
Yeah, I was thinking you might,
One-
want to send an email to all the other J's.
I will.
Because I'm aware of how you.
Yeah, you when you transfer, just transfer.
Yeah.
We will take care of the diversion. We will take care of the diversion. But we can't take care of the diversion
Without someone there.
and then what happens is that just for edification, the last case, it was a very, very serious criminal history, and then now I'm responsible for this person, and I can't find this person.
Yeah, no, I get it.
You know, all risk, seriously, it's
Yeah.
another facet, gets shifted to me, and I've never even seen this person.
Sure.
So it's really important to please, I'll do the memo, but just be very clear. All you have to say, Judge Wren will take care of all diversion. It's a human rights effort. We know how to do that. Yes. Oh, thanks, honey. Charles Shepard. Charles Shepard. Anybody? Charles Shepard?
Ronald Charles.
Mangel?
Should be.
Ronald
Oh,
Charles.
is it William Charles Ronald Shepard?
Mr. Shepard, come on up, please. He's here, present.
Oh,
Judge-
excellent. This is traffic. It's
Yeah, for a few minutes.
misdemeanor traffic. Oh, yeah. So, 1 and 14. Hello? Oh, they're talking?
I think it's okay now.
Hi.
Hello.
Okay, so these are KPSs, I guess for missed court dates or something like that. There are 2 prior DWLSs within the 5 years, just for the record, that I've noted. License for the record has been suspended for a long period of time, and it looks like there's a tremendous amount of work to do. Having said that, however, can you make some bonds or anything like that?
He said he can't afford to post his bond. He's asking if Your Honor would consider resolving his cases today for time served.
I will. But you have to raise your right hand so I can put you under oath. And do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give today is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Sure. And you can put your hand down. The issue about resolving or disposing of your cases this morning by plea of no contest has to do with the consequences that more than likely this will in fact habitualize you as a traffic offender, which means that the Florida Department of Motor Vehicles, more than likely will suspend your license for 5 years, and if you drive subsequently, you could be charged as a felon. So there's really important, I think, considerations and things to think about, from here on, meaning that from a problem-solving vantage point, you're really going to have to figure out how you're going to get around, lawfully. And so that you do not face any further justice involvement. Does that make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, is that what you want to do today? Resolve your case by way of a plea of no contest?
Yes,
And you understand then that you're giving up your right to counsel, you're giving up and waiving any and all of your due process and constitutional rights that otherwise inure to you, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I would go ahead and do that, and I can give you time, as much time as you may need. to manage the payment of your court costs. So the court costs are going to be like roughly, I don't know, like $600, and that's like a lot of money. So how much time would you like? I'll give you any amount of time, like 9 months.
9 months. That's perfect.
Okay, good. And then you can make partial payments or whatever you want to do, correct?
Yes, ma'am. I have a job.
Oh, good for you. What do you do?
I paint. I'm a
Fantastic.
painter.
Oh, that's wonderful. Okay, good. Well, good luck. And I'll find
Thank
a
you.
factual basis, no involuntary and intelligent waiver.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Good luck. No, they're going to do it at the VA. They're doing it at the VA. No, you don't have to do anything. No, you don't. I don't need to be. He's got the psych appointment. He's got it. He's got it. He's got it. You're saying that you want me to put that? Medical and psych. Psych and medical. It's going to be whatever they need, correct? Psych and medical. Psych and medical. Because I would imagine at the VA it's going to be comprehensive. Whatever the doctors call for, correct? I'm not a doctor. There we go. But I think they're going to do everything. I already signed that. What did I do now? I don't know what this is. Is this just to be filed? I just signed the orders on that. Oh, call Joanne. Tell her I need a copy of that order from Mr. Cachon. That if he could just drop a copy of what I saw. He might be taking it right to Joanne right now. Tell Joanne to contact John and tell him to bring her a signed copy of the order so they can process it. He probably is. No, adjudication. Jeffrey Martone. Thanks. Hello? Sir, this is, it looks like state, maybe you can help me, outstanding cases out of domestic violence division.
It's from failure to appear judge.
And it looks like the judge ordered no bond.
Yes.
So you'll have to see your division judge, all right? Thank you. Dwayne Samuel Lammy?
Here, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. Good morning.
Good morning.
State, all traffic warrants?
Yes, Judge.
Out of what division?
Is Judge Solomon MD?
MD.
I'll check.
To be set, it says status to be set in division. To be set in division. So total bonds, just for the record, there's 5 outstanding traffic matters. Out of, it looks like 3 different cases. And there are bonds.
Actually, Your Honor.
Yes.
And I can tell you it is before Judge Solomon.
Thank you.
And he actually had a hearing scheduled today for a defense motion to withdraw capias. That was scheduled for 10 a.m. in front of Judge Solomon.
Oh. So he missed it.
Hopefully, yeah, and it doesn't. Yeah, and he doesn't have an attorney. It looks like it was based on he filed a request form to Judge Solomon.
Oh, you filed a request form? Is that what happened? You did a letter motion?
Do you know who set the hearing for you in front of Judge Solomon for today at 10 a.m.?
Is there any way to get him in front of Judge Solomon, like immediately?
I can try to contact her JA if it does.
Maybe she acted on it.
I'll,
If it was a letter motion and not a I don't know if she asked if she did.
well, that's the thing. It looks like she scheduled it for the status
she
because
scheduled a hearing. How do you want to treat this then? Do you want to call Laura?
I'll try to reach her JA and let her know.
And maybe we can get him before Judge Solomon because that's really what he. And she set a hearing for 10 o'clock. It's now 20 after. I don't know if it's possible to get if she's still in session.
Yeah, I'll reach out if you want to put it on recall.
Sure.
Let's put it on recall.
Yeah,
Thanks,
of
Mr.
course.
Linder.
We're going to try to track that down.
We're going to
Sorry.
try and see what they can do for you, sir. All right.
Eugene Thomas Clark, traffic.
Mr. Clark?
Good morning. And, sir, there's an outstanding capias, it looks like on one count of operating without a valid license. And if you wanted to resolve this case by way of plea, you certainly can. The offer of sentence will be adjudication, credit for time served. Just don't drive without a valid license. I think that's singularly important. And I can give you time to pay your court costs of $293.
Yes, ma'am.
How much time would you like? Anytime you
6
like.
months.
No
6 months.
objection. Sure. Just don't drive, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you very much. I'll find out your case. Thank you.
Good.
And this is right. Devon Andre Crump, interested in priors.
One moment, Your Honor.
Was he in my court?
I'll check.
Oh, I might have to send him to the hospital too. I'm planning on that, actually.
I got it.
Mr. Crump is approaching, Judge. He's here at Maine.
Mr. Crump,
I'm trying to find his
how are you
paperwork.
doing?
Is this Admo?
Right.
It's a reason.
Uh-huh. So you receive any Social Security?
No, ma'am. I'm not getting anything.
You're not getting anything?
Only thing I get is food stamps. It's the only money I got. No job, no car, no house, nothing.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Station. Station.
Can't do anything?
Any family here, South Florida?
What she say? No.
I got it.
Are you
Okay.
and do you go to Henderson?
I don't believe he goes to Henderson,
I don't
Judge.
believe so. So what do you want to do today with your case? What was your intention? There is a bond, there's a $25 bond for trespass. State, or councils on both sides actually. I mean, I he seems like he's doing okay. I would order him not to, was this
Return.
one second, not to go back to that Burger King. With regards to the issue of getting homeless assistance, there's basically now two ways to do that. And I think that the most efficient way actually is to walk into the Salvation Army. There's some calling methodology, but you'd really need access to a phone and, you have to talk to them direct. They won't take any third-party referrals. And I'm not sure if he's interested in that, but, I think that would be the place to start if he is going into the Salvation Army on Broward Boulevard.
What he advised me, Judge, is first and foremost, he would like to ask Your Honor if you would consider resolving his case for time served, and then my understanding, he on his own would walk down to Salvation Army. Do you actually know where it's located?
It's right on Broward Boulevard, not far
Is it in
from
front of the
Yeah,
police station?
I am not from here. I'm from Key West. I don't know nothing.
Oh, you're from Key West.
I don't know.
Well, as far as any local history, he had a trespass last year, Judge.
Okay, so he's been here a while.
Been here a little while, but nothing serious.
That's where it is, and I'm sure the jail could assist you with further directions if you're interested. And I would offer him adjudication credit. No return to that Burger King, please. All right,
Let the
good.
judge know you want to
Thank you
accept.
very much.
Okay.
He's all set. Now, find a factual basis, no involuntary, intelligent waiver, and no issues of mental health, in any sense with regards to issues of competency or anything like that.
Thank you, Judge.
Or orientation. Thank you. I'll just convert that to a civil name. Lorenzo Lee or Lee Lorenzo Coleman.
Judge, Mr. Coleman's approaching. He's here at Maine.
Thank you very much. Hi, Mr. Coleman.
How you doing, ma'am?
I'm good.
All right.
Good. So this has to do with a trespass, and I would, are you feeling okay?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Did you want to resolve your case?
Yes, ma'am.
If you wanted to resolve your case, you can. The offer
Okay,
sends, but it's really important not to go back to that Sunrise Boulevard Publix.
Yes, ma'am.
You'll just get arrested.
Yes.
All right.
I understand.
Okay, great. And I would offer him a withhold, no adjudication, no conviction, no return.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Earl Henry Jackson.
Mr. Jackson, come on up, please.
What kind of case is this? Oh, okay. What's the next case?
Mr. Jackson.
Mr. Jackson's here present, Judge. This is a municipal ordinance case.
How you doing, Mr. Jackson?
Good morning, Your Honor.
How you feeling?
Blessed, thank you.
Sergio Chavez.
Okay, so this is really, really important, correct? Are you listening?
I don't understand. I'm not tracking.
You're not tracking?
What is really, really important, ma'am?
The city of Fort Lauderdale has gotten very strict on their panhandling laws. Very strict, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
What did I say? Tell me.
That the city of Fort Lauderdale is strictly enforcing their panhandling law.
You said it better than I did. Excellent. So please, don't be going in the middle of the street where you could be at harm's way, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And if you need services, you could also go into the Salvation Army at Broward Boulevard and see what they can do for you. Hello?
Yes, I'm listening, Your Honor.
Thank you. That's it. Thank you. Yes. So what was your intention? What were you looking to do with your case today? Were you looking to resolve it?
No, ma'am.
In what sense?
I was not looking to resolve it today, Your Honor. I'd like to get an ROR, please.
Well, how would you get your court notice?
At the address that I have.
Your Honor, Mr. Jackson does have a listed permanent address that he's been residing on.
Thank you. Is that really a good address for you?
It is, Your Honor.
You live there?
I do. It's a halfway house. I reside there.
Okay, then there's no need to be panhandling.
Ma'am, the only...
Just don't comment. I'm just saying, you have a place to live, no more of that, correct?
Correct.
That activity, I get it, but you have a place to live. Don't panhandle. Find some hobbies.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'll ROR him.
Thank you.
Sergio Chavez, DUI.
He's here at Main, Judge. He's approaching.
Thanks.
Mr. Chavez, come on up, please.
Hello.
Good morning.
Sir, you've been charged with, strike that. You've been arrested, excuse me, on 2 counts of DUI, one with an enhanced breath, one a straight simple DUI charge, count, excuse me. And you do have bonds. Are you able to make a bond?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, you are?
I believe this is...
Yes.
Okay, great.
He's just inquiring if confinement status can see if his wife already posted his bond.
Sure, I'll inquire. And his license
Thank
is
you, Judge.
valid, just for the record. I did find probable cause, just for the record. Not quite yet. Not
It's a
quite
process.
yet. All right. I'm sure that,
Thank you,
that
Judge.
she will. And Maurice, thank you, sir. Good luck. And Maurice Witter,
I've been informed Mr. Witter bonded.
thank you.
And, Your Honor, whenever it pleases the court, we can go back to Mr. Lamy. I just spoke with Judge Solomon's judicial assistant.
Thank you. Could we recall
Mr.
on
Laney?
Mr. Lamy? We have information.
Samuel Lamy, come on up, please.
Yes, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I was informed by Laura Gonzalez, Judge Solomon's GA. Whatever the court wants to do, whatever Your Honor wants to do, they're okay with that. If you want an ROR, the clerk will set a new court date. You just
Okay. Could I ask you a question, sir? Did you change
ma'am.
your... Thank you. Thanks, sir. Did you change your address recently?
I have.
You have. Okay. So what would be the proper address for you to get your court notices?
8330 Northwest 29th, Northwest 83rd Terrace.
Could somebody write that down? How do you do that? Is there a form that y'all have? Madam Clerk?
What?
Yeah.
Well, I think if we just take it down, just from prior experience, as long as the clerk has the new address, they can make the changes in the.
He needs a change of
But-
address form done,
What's the address again?
please. Go ahead.
Say it nice
It's
and
going
slow.
to be 2880
I'm sorry.
Northwest.
Start again.
2880,
2880.
correct, 83rd Terrace,
North-
Sunrise, Florida.
Okay, 2880 Northwest. Is that what
Correct.
you said? 83rd.
Northwest
Mm-hmm.
Terrace, 83rd Terrace.
And your zip?
It's 33322.
33322. Did you get that, madam?
Correct.
It's very, very important, Madam Clerk, that they get that into the system. All right? That's in Judge Solomon's division.
And Your Honor, if you want to advise him, I don't know if he has the ability to check the internet, but if he doesn't get something in the mail, he should check the clerk
I think
system.
that's a great idea.
They're definitely going to be
Thank
setting a
you.
new court
What,
date.
what the state is saying is a really great idea, and that is to be proactive and, you
Yes,
know,
ma'am.
in another few days, a week, whatever, start either checking the internet or calling Judge Solomon's office to make sure that they have, that you have a court date set and that they know that there was a change of address. But I will go ahead, I will withdraw all those KPSs and ROR him, correct?
Correct.
All right, good.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Mr.
Thank you.
Lunder, for inquiring.
No problem. Thank you, Judge.
Oh, I've got to hurry. Adrian Alberto Salas.
North Broward, Your Honor. North Broward.
Thank you. Mr. Salas? I'm going to send him to the hospital. Thank you. Hi, Mr. Salas. Okay, that's good. Thank you. I'll see you in my court. See you in a bit. Go ahead, please.
Said she's going to see you in court on the 5th, okay?
Thank you. I'm going to see him. Yeah, I'm going to send him to the hospital.
Got back in 3.
Remember. Did they say Witter bonded before?
So Mr. Salas is going to be transferred to the mental health court. I am going to send him over to 19th Street for evaluation. Where did I just, do you have his PC? Did you just, I just want to fill out the top. That's all. There you go. Thank you. There you go. Transfer to mental health. Thank you very much. There you go.
Next guy's out on 2 felonies.
Next, I have Howard Ian Burns. Is that?
He's here, present judge at Maine.
Thank you. Good morning. And, sir, you have been arrested on 2 counts, 1 corruption by threat, 1 resisting or obstructing without violence. I did find probable cause as to both counts. I'll need some guidance.
Well, Your Honor, first I'd like to advise the court that it appears Mr. Burns is out right now on 2 separate felonies that have been filed. One for shooting at or throwing a deadly missile. The other for lewd lascivious exposure before a child less than the age of 16.
So no.
It is, Your Honor, I'm not in a position to formally move to revoke bond, but certainly under the statute, the court, if you so choose, can exercise your discretion and sua sponte revoke his release on those cases. He also has, from last year, theft. He's got a prior leaving the scene of an accident, DUIs. He has a prior stalking from 2014, Your Honor, a battery from 2015. Based on his criminal history and his pending cases and the allegations.
Which divisions are those cases in?
One moment.
Are they in the same division?
They should be. Let me just check, Your Honor. Yeah. It appears that this case has been assigned to Judge Rothschild, so I imagine, but I'll confirm,
If you could.
that the
please.
2 pending cases are before Judge Rothschild.
And which felonies are pending?
I'm sorry, Judge?
What did you say was pending?
There is one case, yes, they are. One case is shooting at or throwing a deadly missile. The other case is lewd or lascivious exposure before a child less than 16 and exposure of sexual organs. And in this case, Your Honor, the state would be requesting a $10,000 bond on count 1.
Judge, from
Yes.
the defense, he's been residing in South Florida for 15 years now. He is 31 years old. He is currently employed. He works for MJ Screen Services. He's a laborer. He's been working with that company for about 7 years, making approximately $10 an hour. He was living at a halfway house, but he informed me he does have family that reside, his mother who resides in Coral Springs, that he could go and live with in Coral Springs. Judge, we'd be asking you to sign a photo order allowing us to photograph Mr. Burns' behalf, and I would ask you, Judge, to consider setting a reasonable bond as to count 1,
Well,
Judge.
first of all, there's obviously good grounds for bond revocation. He needs to be prepared for that. I think to be just to be transparent about the whole thing. I mean, those cases obviously in front of Judge Rothschild are serious cases. I will go ahead. I'll set the $10,000 bond. As to count 1, I'll set $500 on 2, and whatever's going to happen in his division, he'll have to consult with his lawyers about that. Did you ask for something else? I'm sorry. Did you ask for photos?
Oh, a photo order, Judge.
And that's granted. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
And Roger Fields. Hi, Mr. Fields.
Hi, ma'am.
How you doing?
I'm all right, ma'am.
What happened to your clothes?
I'm in a,
What happened to your clothes?
I'm in a jacket.
You are?
I'm in one. Yes, ma'am.
I can't divert him. 1 second. No routes. What does that mean? I can't get him to the. I can't get him to a hospital because of the possession of cocaine charge. That's the arrest rather. But otherwise, I would like to. There is probable cause as to that. I'm going, however, it's already obviously been screened. But I'm going to do on the bench, Eric and
Yes, Judge.
Mr. Hodges, just so you see, there's an emergency order that is here at Magistrate Court. It's here for all judges to do an emergency psych screen. I know he's had a psych screen, but that if Armor feels that they have the discretion after consultation with Dr. Ludwig, sometimes they'll, on drug charges, nonviolent felonies,
Exactly.
they might send him. So I'm just going to put that there's a cocaine charge. Otherwise, I would divert him immediately.
And just so you know, Judge, I checked at least his Broward history. It's literally all drug related. There's no violent priors from what I can see either. So
Yeah.
I just want the court to be aware of that.
Thank you. So, to the jail, if we can please get this over to confinement status, I'd appreciate it, and they'll get it over to Armor.
Goblets.
No, I don't need that. I'm just waiting.
Make yourself comfortable. Make yourself comfortable.
Thank you.
Why don't you go get us some food, man?
For what?
Go. Yeah, your coupon's birthday. Go get us some Whoppers. I'm hungry. Buy a burger.
I think she's done, Mr. Fields.
Here you go, Madam, confinement status. Oh, beautiful, thanks. All right, so Mr. Fields, that's what's going on. There's a possession of cocaine arrest, and I did find probable cause, and you do have a bond of $1,000, but I am asking, I know you probably already had it, but I am asking for another psychiatric screen to consider diversion on your behalf, okay? Thank you. Thank you. Stephen Corey. Stephen Corey. Is that you, sir?
Your President Maine?
Thank you. And, sir, you have an outstanding violation of probation matter, and it is a no bond, and you will be seeing your judge on Wednesday at 9 a.m. Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Andrew Dante Santorelli.
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning. And
Good
sir,
morning.
Thank you. And you'll be seeing your division judge also on Wednesday at 9 a.m.
Correct.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
And Andrew Carter.
North Broward.
Hi, Mr. Carter. Sir, you'll be seeing your division judge on Wednesday at 9 a.m., and I did find probable cause as to the new arrest of resisting or obstructing without violence, and it looks like is it 2 cases before Judge Porth? So
Yes.
he's in felony mental health court?
It might be drug court. I'm
Drug
not
court?
sure which. If you want me to check, I can check. But
Hello?
Yeah.
Oh.
But the KPS is what about the other child resisting without violence is what?
There's a violation of probation.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's 2 outstanding capiases in Judge Porth's division, and you were arrested on a misdemeanor count of resisting or obstructing without violence, and I did find probable cause on that count. But you'll have to see your division judge on the felony
Tanisha.
level, okay?
Tanisha.
Yeah. So when
Count
do I
four
see
has the wrong
Judge Porth? Because I was on
case number. Count
probation
three.
for and then
Is
and
that
I
who
and
your
I forgot.
judge is for your probation?
Yes, and because I was in the hospital at the time, so I
Okay,
couldn't
well,
come.
tell Judge Porth, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Good luck.
4 is correct.
Lee,
And when do I
Dennis-
see Judge
He's
Porth?
missing 5 at the end.
Very
Just
soon.
letting you
I'm
know.
not sure the date. On
When do I see-
Wednesday. On Wednesday.
I see Porth.
On Wednesday.
Okay, thank you.
Good. Lee, Darius. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
25.
Mr. Thompson's here present at main judge.
25. Mr. Thompson, you've been arrested on 1 count of possession of burglary tools with intent, 1 count of burglary unoccupied, 1 count of grand theft, and another count of burglary unoccupied. I did find probable cause on all counts. A little guidance.
I see no criminal history unless pretrial has anything.
So bonds are 2,000. 1,000 on count 1, 1 count of 3, or.
I'm fine with those on counts 1 and 3. I'm just
On
looking
the-
to see if there's any criminal history outside
Any
of Broward.
priors?
Yeah, no. Your Honor, that being said,
So what do I do on 2 and 4?
2 and 4, the state would be requesting $1,500 each.
Judge, speaking Mr. Thompson, he was born and raised here in South Florida. He's currently employed. Actually, he's not employed. He's looking for work. He was working at Merrick's Produce, making $8.50 an hour, but he lost his job. He lives in Fort Lauderdale. He lives there with his aunt and grandfather. He's a single father. He has a 1-year-old son. They have a monthly rent about $1,000. He's hoping that his family, his girlfriend, or his aunt could come up with the bond. Respectfully, Judge, we'd be asking you to consider bond on count 2 $1,000 and bond on count 4 $1,000.
I'll do
so it'd be a
1,000
total of
on
$4,000.
each count. 1,000 on
Thank you, Judge.
each count. Total bonds then $4,000, correct?
Correct.
No return to those locations. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Desmond Tavown Watts.
Never mind.
This is seven counts, just for the record, allegations. Count 1, possession of burglary tools with intent. Counts 2 and 3, burglary unoccupied conveyance. Count 4, grand theft felony, between $300 and $5,000 in value. Count 5, burglary of a dwelling or conveyance armed. Count 6, grand theft. Count 7, grand theft of a firearm. Let the record reflect I did find probable cause on all counts.
And Your Honor, on count 5, the armed burglary, which is a punishable by life offense, the state would be seeking a no bond hold, Your Honor. This is not a result of a delayed, according to the report, this is not a result of a delayed report. Police immediately responded to a residential alarm. They were able to determine how the suspect made entry into the home. There's physical evidence linking Mr. Watts to the burglary, in that his fingerprints that were taken from the jewelry box where various pieces of jewelry were stolen matched his fingerprints, Your Honor. Also noting that a gun, according to information provided by the alleged victim, a gun was stolen from the home as a result of the burglary, and that would satisfy the elements of defendant arming oneself while in the commission of a burglary.
Defense. Any?
Mr. Hodges?
Okay. Yes, that you set a reasonable bond in this case, that you not find that proof is evident or presumption great, that in order to do that, it would take the highest standard of proof, which is even more than beyond and to the exclusion of every reasonable doubt, and that the state's always free to file a motion for pretrial detention, which they have not.
Thank you. And I'll set bond at $50,000 as to count 5.
Then,
1,500 as to count 2, 1,500 as to count 3, the burglary unoccupied, and raise the bond as to count 7 to 10,000.
And, Your Honor, the state would also request, and because of the allegation that you found probable cause for that a firearm was stolen, we would also ask for a GPS since it doesn't appear it was recovered. The concern is that there could still be a stolen firearm out in the streets right now.
So you're saying in the event of bonding, pretrial release with GPS, is that what you're saying?
Yes, that's what they'd be requesting, Your Honor.
That's fine. Just give me a second so I can do the math. I'm showing, if my math is correct, bonds totaling $66,000.
Did you set the 2 burglaries at 1,000?
15.
Oh, 15, then yes, it would be 66,000, Judge.
And obviously no return.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Robert Keith Kirk. Almost done.
Mr. Kirk, come on up, please.
Can you call my courtroom? Anybody? Robert Keith Kirk. Sir, you have been arrested on 1 count of grand theft auto. I did find probable cause. But is the $1,000 bond accurate?
That's all I was going to be asking.
Thank you very much. Good luck. Bond out. Pablo Centeno Ospina. Did we ever get
Judge,
the Spanish interpreter?
He's going to require Spanish interpreter.
They're coming.
Okay. Señor Ospina, toma asiento.
Mario John Giviani.
Mr.
Yes, Your Honor.
Giovanni is approaching.
Sir,
Judge.
yes, good morning. You have a violation of probation hearing before, that's going to be on Wednesday at 8:30. And as to the grand theft auto matter, I did find probable cause. There's a bond of $1,000 on the new arrest. Thank you.
May I ask what the probable cause?
No, move on.
What cause is?
You could read the affidavit. I'm sure you have an affidavit there. Marquise Green.
Mr. Green? He's here, main judge.
Yes. Sir, you have been arrested on 1 count of grand theft, 1 count of passing a forged or falsely altered credit card, 1 count of fraud using possession ID of another without consent, 1 count of possession of a simulated or false altered driver's license. I did find probable cause on all counts. Your bonds total $4,000. Thank you. Benjamin Lee Feast.
Thank you.
Robbery with a weapon.
Mr. Feast, come on up, please.
Sir, good morning. You have been arrested on 1 count of robbery with a weapon. Just let the record reflect, I did find probable cause. Bond recommendations from both sides.
Just to advise the court, Mr. Feast's history: 2016 felony theft, 2013 felony theft, another felony theft 2013, another one in 2013, possession of cocaine 2013, 2012, another felony theft 2010, loading and prowling 2010, Berg Structure 08, 14-month state prison habitual offender, Berg Structure 08, BOP. Your Honor, state would be requesting a $25,000 bond, no victim contact.
$25,000 bond. Thank you very much. Good luck.
And just either no contact or no return to the Home Depot. Thank you, Judge.
Betty Morelas. I gotta try to wrap up now.
Mr. Morales, come on up, please.
Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
Good, thank you. And sir, you have been arrested on 1 count of grand theft auto, 1 count of burglary unoccupied, unarmed, 1 count of petty theft in the 2nd degree, 1 count of burglary unoccupied conveyance unarmed, and then another count of petty theft misdemeanor. And just for the record, I did find probable cause on all counts. You do have bonds. And with regards to the 2 counts of the burglary unoccupied, is that 1,500? I don't know what that.
I'm fine. That's fine. I have no objection to.
Or 1,000.
Whatever
Judge, if
the
the defense
court
could be-
deems appropriate,
Yes.
I'm fine with it.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
Judge, Mr. Morales, he's 20 years old. He works for day labor. He's been working with them for about 2 years, making about $8 an hour. He owns no property. He lives in Coral Springs with his grandmother. Their monthly rent is about $500, so he helps his grandmother with the rent. His aunt is the only one that can come up with with some sort of bond. Judge, we'd be asking you to consider a $1,000 bond on count 1, to ROR count 2 and 4, and place him on standard pretrial release once he posts bond.
That's denied. Thank you very much. Antonio Keandre Davis.
Mr. Davis,
I'm sorry.
come on up, please.
Yes. Well, I put 1,000 actually, straight. Mr. Davis, sir, you have violation of probation matters, 2 of them, and you'll see your division judge on Wednesday at 8:45.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Todd Dale Colwell, almost.
Ms. Colwell?
What's your name again, please?
Sir, you also will see your division judge for violation of probation on Wednesday at 8:45. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
And Kamar Tashane Jamat.
Mr. Jamal?
Good morning, sir. Same thing, Wednesday, but yours is at 8:30. You're hearing.
8:30 a.m. You'll see your judge. Thank you.
Excellent. Matthew Joshua Wilson.
Mr. Wilson?
Hi, Mr. Wilson.
How you doing? Good.
Good. Sir, you have been arrested on 3 counts. 1 for possession of cocaine, 1 for use of a firearm under the influence of alcohol or substance, it says alcohol. 1 for improper exhibition of a firearm or a dangerous weapon. And just for the record, I did find probable cause. Give me 1 second. Just as to count 2, can we talk about probable causes to 2?
One moment, Your Honor.
Meaning, how
Oh,
is there
it's-
some verifiable screening or test that indicate an individual that he was under the influence of some substance?
Well, it's based on his admission, Your Honor. I'm just saying that's why they arrested him based on his admission on the 2nd page.
Priors?
Does pretrial have any priors? Joshua Wilson. Your Honor, while pretrial is checking, I'm also going to ask, in addition to any bond the court deems appropriate, I would just request an additional condition during the pendency of the case that Mr. Wilson not be in possession of any firearms or weapons.
I was going to.
I
mean, it's
figured as
just a
much.
logic model. Anything from defense?
Judge, we'd be asking just to further standard bond to keep in place $1,000. He's hoping his family's going to bond him out.
How do I enforce the no firearm condition if I don't put him on? How do I enforce that?
Your Honor, it's
if I
basic.
don't put him on a pretrial, or anything, how do I enforce that?
It's basically It's basically like,
I mean, it's just it's not a.
well, here's what we could do, Your Honor. If you order, if the judge didn't order, Michelle or Tanisha, if you could, would a signed order go into teletype? If the judge signed an order, no firearms or weapons, would that go into teletype? What I'm thinking is, Your Honor, if he comes into contact with law enforcement, and even if at first glance he's in legal possession of a weapon, if they check teletype and see that he's not supposed to be in possession, they could arrest him at that point for violating the court's order.
The conditions of bond. So this is, it's very important. I just can't.
I don't know if they will either, but it's.
Could I make a suggestion?
Sure.
I just want to kind of be a little bit more, no pun at all, but a little bit more proactive, maybe is the better word. I was going to say targeted, but I won't say that.
I see.
I'll say proactive. And why don't we do this? In an abundance of caution. Why don't I put him on pretrial release, let him get the BARC screen, let him get a substance screen and participate in treatment as clinically deemed necessary. No alcohol, no intoxicants, with the random screens, and no weapons or firearms. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So it's the $1,000 bond, plus you have to go to pretrial, get screened, have a substance abuse screening, assessment, participate in drug treatment, correct? No alcohol, no intoxicants, random screenings, and no firearms.
Judge, so I understand the court's concern. That's why you order pretrial to help him start getting the services that much quicker. Then would you ROR and then do straight
No,
to
I'm not going to
pretrial?
ROR.
So
No, I'm not going to do that. I'm ordering both.
both.
Got to do both. Look, this is very serious. I just want to emphasize this. It's very serious allegations, and I'm just going to hold up the arrest warrant. I don't know if you have the arrest warrants there, if you have the PC affidavits there, but the PC affidavit is serious, and it's certainly the behavior is the behavior that allegedly involves reckless, use of a firearm is linked allegedly to cocaine. So you have the nexus there and all of that, and all I'm saying is these allegations, are very serious, and I'm not going to ROR him, but I also don't know how else to not only get him swiftly screened from a behavioral health vantage point, but also, try to ensure that there's no firearms. All right?
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Thomas Robert Horst, almost done. See, I thought they had affidavits there. I guess they don't. I guess the affidavits are here. Sir, you have been arrested on one count of grand theft. You have a bond of $1,000, and I did find probable cause. Thank you. Thank you. And J. Yale Hirsch.
North Broward, Your Honor. North Broward.
Thank you. And thank you. Good morning. Mr. Hirsch, sir. Hello.
Hi.
And you have been arrested on one count of possession of cocaine, one count of possession of drug paraphernalia. I did find probable cause. You do have a bond, and it's set at $1,000. Thank you very much. Patrick Ryan Lucero. What happened to the Spanish?
I don't even get to say a word. So I said
I gotta go.
We could just reset him for the afternoon.
Patrick Ryan Lucero.
Mr. Lucero's here, main judge.
Thank you very much. And sir, you have been arrested on one count of aggravated battery that is with a deadly weapon. Give me 1 second, please.
I have no idea. They said they were investigating it for attempted murder, right?
Okay. And on this case, which is all I have in front of me, I'm sorry, did you
No.
want to investigate something?
Well, I was just had a question because I was being informed there were two detectives that were present in court yesterday, and I don't know if they provided any information. Okay. I got to go ahead with what I got. Your Honor, based on the level of violence alleged in this matter, I'm going to be requesting a $20,000 bond and a GPS monitor. For what?
There's another case? Oh, he was
Attempted murder
charged.
for this same allegation anyway, so we might as well just come back.
Counsels.
Yes, Judge.
He's going to be seen on this afternoon's docket. Their recommendation is to roll everything together to have a cogent record for this afternoon. There's an ad charge coming this afternoon.
Oh, ad charge. Okay, I understand.
So that's the recommendation. We do everything together.
Okay, so he'll be reset for this afternoon
Yes.
PM docket.
Yes.
Okay, no problem.
Just basically in an hour and a half. Or so.
Okay, no problem. You'll be brought back. Okay, go. Reset for the afternoon.
Albert.
Albert Diaco?
Everything you need. I think it makes sense to have a cogent record. Albert Diaco? Maybe we can get
Mr.
the
Diaco's
Spanish
here, present judge at
interpreter
Maine?
for this afternoon.
That's what I think. That's the.
Hi. Sir, you have been arrested on 2 counts. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, good. So 1 for battery, 1 for resisting or obstructing without violence. I did find probable cause. You do have bonds of $1,000 and $2,500. I'm ordering no contact with the alleged victim in this case, a David Gilby. And defense, any comments?
Judge, he's been residing South Florida since 1990, 53 years old. He gets disability. He gets approximately $735 a month. He advised me he has no way of posting that bond. He's financially indigent.
Dr. Victor Laurie.
You know, I don't have a problem reducing the second count, down to like $100, but that's the best I can do. He'll have to see his division judge to do anything else.
Well,
Thank you,
guess
Judge.
what my reason is. Hold on. Where's the information that is?
Thank you, Judge.
And lastly, I have a Richard Stephen Meadows.
Medical loan, I've been advised, Judge.
Medical, did you say on loan status?
Correct.
There's no mention of this piece.
Thank you very much. I'll see everybody this afternoon. Great job.
Yeah.
Thank you, Judge.
You're very welcome.